So I'm doing a bit of practice today. I'm going to do some reverse grip practice. The first I want to warm up with some normal practice. So I'm able to do a lot of stuff here with these twisting motions because of this grip. I've been practicing a lot recently with the circular kind of flat thumb stuff. I'm really trying to get some of the twisting stuff in. You need kind of these double bladed swords because you can switch directions like this. So we got some wasps there. It's really hot. It's like 90 something degrees, so excuse be all sweaty. Alright, let's try some reverse grip. See how this feels. Honestly, immediately it hurts. That hurt. Not terrible. I'm limited to really one strike though, I'll say that much. Like I can't. I'm actually missing on that. Let's try this again. Ready? Go like this. So if I want to get any power on this, I'm pulling it through and coming the other way. As opposed to just doing it's the difference I've got here. I can do pop, pop, which is pretty powerful, versus it's not the worst. It doesn't feel as bad as I'd think. It would definitely cut. It would definitely hurt. Like we talked about before, upward rising strikes don't feel as bad as you think. Sorry, there's somebody mowing their lawn. But the other thing is like, it definitely feels more powerful. So, it's not the worst, honestly, that one strike. This one though, feels terrible. That feels terrible. Doesn't feel good. Though those both feel really good. Both of those feel good. And I can do these twisty things, so I can even it's the difference in power and speed. See how fast I can go with this. That's kind of the end of it. Those two. Is it? It's not terrible. It's not terrible. It's not good. Then we get to depth. So, pretty powerful cut. That's my distance. In order to get that same power, that same point, gotta be about here. I am noticing that on these cuts, I can maintain power with a full extension. But when I'm here, I have to bring it in. I'm needing to pull my body much closer, so I'm finding the difference in power is about here for a powerful reverse grip strike versus about here for a powerful forward strike, which is at least a good full step. I hope you guys can hear me. Try a different something. Spit. Spada. Hot. Okay, so it's feel really powerful because I can use my whole body. I can twist into all of these. That feels really good. Woo! It's a wasp. Just trying to find a spot. It feels really powerful. All right, let's try reverse grip. Not terrible, not great. I am getting some power out of it, but I'm able to get as much power as I can get with this torso rotation. But I can't get that foot rotation in there. Yeah, I just don't have, that hurt my shoulder. That doesn't feel bad. Okay, so I'm getting, immediately what I'm finding is the recoil on this attack. It's pretty strong in my hand because it's going through these pinkies as opposed to here when it's going through the top. So here, you can do it pretty quick. Here, let's try. Okay, let's try double stick. 2 sticks. I'm not as good at this, if I'm honest. I'm still learning this. So. Alright. That's fun. Let's try it. A lot of people say one forward, one back, right? So let's see if this flows well. It's getting in my way. Maybe I'm just not used to it. Now, so I'm finding that it's really only good for that movement. We shot before, right? It's good, or not good. It's at least decent at this movement and this movement. Where those are the only angles I can go with. The same thing on the other one. I can do, on two-handed sword, I can do a slashing attack this way, and a less effective slashing attack that way, and upward strikes. With this, I have down, down, side, side. I have up, up, straight down. I get 2, arguably 3 out of all of those. So when I have one in the wrong hand, or not, sorry, one upside down, I just feel very limited in what I can do. This hand now, all this hand can do now is go sideways here. It might be able to come back that way, where this feels like it could be much more easily accomplished there, right? Because now I've got that same attack here. This feels better. This feels much better. That does not feel, okay. Not very nice. Much nicer. Pretty good. Pretty powerful. Pretty decent. Still pretty good. Granted, I will grant you this. This sideways attack, the attack coming from this side, it feels better from a higher angle or a straight angle. Reverse grip feels better from this downward angle. It just does. Reverse grip feels better from this downward angle. But it takes away all my other options. So yeah, that feels great. But that's the one attack I can do with this hand. That's it. That's all I got. Because this feels okay, but not good. This feels bad. This feels terrible. And I don't have any range anymore, no reach, because I should be doing that here. Now I can go stab, 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 stab. So I can stab, stab. This is here, I can stab, stab, but I've got to get a lot closer for the stab. So if I'm doing one hand forward, one hand reverse, really all I'm finding that's good with this, that quick attack there is pretty good. But normally, I've got that right there that's faster, right? Double attack. That didn't feel good, honestly, this. So, coming at 2 different sides, working against myself, this does not feel good. But it did feel good this way, because from this direction, I can rip apart as opposed to pulling in. And I have more strength this way than I do this way. So watch again, right? If I want to attack at 2 different spots, this is Wasp that's really curious. I have to go this way and I'm hitting my arm here, and I'm hitting my stomach here. If I'm doing this, I can rotate and I can get some good power out of it. And I can actually make a pretty solid attack this way. But that's it. It doesn't have as much range, but it's pretty powerful. But if I'm doing double attack, hitting myself here, getting caught with myself here. Whereas if I'm here, that feels pretty good. Both of these are going away from me. Double side. If I'm on either side, yeah, that still doesn't feel great, honestly. You know what? No, actually, that feels a lot better. For some reason, I got sunscreen in my eyes, guys. For some, it's very hot. Oh, it's in the 90s. Whew! For some reason, this attack feels better than this attack. Not by much. All right, let's keep playing around. Some forward grip. Let's try double reverse, see if that does anything. Not really. Same thing, I got 2 of these now, but I'm kind of limited to low attacks. I'm limited to attacks that are coming in from this angle. I can go high-ish, but it's still gotta be this kind of rising attack from low to high. I can't come from high to low very effectively. These are glancing off. My blade alignment's pretty bad because I'm having to come at this weird angle. This attack feels good in reverse grip. It does, it feels good. I like that attack. But nothing else does. We're here, this attack feels bad. This upward attack on the inside feels bad, but everything else feels good. So it's kind of like, so far I wouldn't trade that one for the others. Let's try a different sword. Okay, Katana. So, this is my nice fencing katana, so I'm not going to hit it quite as hard. This wooden Pell is kind of rough, so I'm going to go a little softer on this one. Before you get on me for not having completely proper, I wouldn't say proper, traditional form, again, I'm using this as a biomechanical, from a biomechanical approach. We are going to get some katana training at some point. I mean, I've had some in the past, don't take it the wrong way. I have trained with a katana in the past under an instructor, and I'm going to do more of it later because it is definitely something that I have less experience in than I do the longsword stuff. But it is still the same two-handed weapon, push and pull, leverage. So let's keep going. Alright, let's try it backwards. That hurt my hand. Yeah, I'm not, you know what I'm not finding? This weapon, because of the curve, wants to keep going. So if I'm here, it wants to come through like that. A longsword will do that, but the straight blade makes it a little bit, not harder, it doesn't work quite the same. This one wants to cut through. It wants to cut through my target. That is something it wants to do with this curve. Not a lot different, but I can feel it. This, I hit the gutter. This doesn't want to go through anymore. Let me try one hand up, one hand down. That wants to go through, but with about half the power that the other one wants. So it goes, it felt so much better. Because I had this push and pull. Here I don't, my wrist is wrong. It's this upward cut. Oh man, you know, yesterday I was talking about how that felt good with the katana. It feels better in the air, but when I'm hitting something, it feels really bad. It doesn't bite in. It just kind of glances off the side. That I can feel it bite. I can feel the blade alignment hit correctly and keep going. On this one, I feel it glance off and go up. Now granted, it's not going into this piece of wood. I don't expect it to, but I can tell a difference. So I'm gonna have to keep training that one. This feels worse than this. I'll say that much. We discovered yesterday that this feels the worst of all. Let's see if I can do anything with it. No, I mean, it feels better. This grip feels better coming from high to low, but it still feels terrible. What else have we got here? Let's see what else have we got. This is a dumb one, but who knows, right? It's an axe. So it's kind of, you know what, it functions a lot similar to the stick fighting. It's just this big hole to hacking motion, right? I've also got a hook. I can hook it, so I've got cut, cut, missed. So I've got cut, cut. That hook's hard. It's a little bit too thick. There we go. Probably be better on a shield. All right, just for fun. Here we go, ready? Could be worse. That was bad. Honestly, it feels the same as a stick. It's about the same as a stick, so. All right, hi. You're on video. So, reverse grip diary, day 2, Pell work, biomechanics, seeing how things go. Doesn't feel great. So, I told you guys it was hot. The camera actually auto shut off because it overheated. It was so hot. But anyway, kind of takeaway. So day 2 of the Great Reverse Grip Experiment, biomechanic exploration. We did a lot of work on the Pell. So a lot of attacking actually a target, not just the air. Things I found, a short sword in this grip actually felt, well, not as stable as in this grip. I felt that I had a pretty good attack from this line and an okay but not great attack from that line. These 2 angles felt pretty bad. This upward angle actually on a target, like a person-shaped target, this didn't feel as powerful anymore because now I was glancing off the side and it caused it to actually ricochet away. It felt a lot better, this twisting motion, so, but I found that it was just one angle. And when I put it in the other hand, it limited what I could do in double stick. With the 2 hands, I found that it felt a lot worse than it did against the air, because now it's contacting something. I actually found that turning my hand over here and wrenching it this way felt the best of all the 2-handed techniques. I still found it was slow and not very maneuverable. It wasn't something that I could change angles on very quickly. I was really stuck with this one angle being my best bet, this angle being my best bet, with this as a not as good but okay second option, and all other attacks being pretty not good. So we'll continue to work on this, but these are just my initial findings. I'll keep doing this. Again, this is just the solo work. I'm going to start fencing it too, but I want to really start to get to grips with what it feels like to move in reverse grip and what feels good and what doesn't. So far, I will give credit where credit is due. This one attack feels pretty powerful. It feels powerful, but it doesn't feel any more powerful than this attack does. And it definitely doesn't feel more powerful than this attack. This attack is still a lot more powerful even than this attack. This attack is it's the second best, but it's like a very distant second best. It's not good. This one movement in this kind of upward sideways fashion actually feels slightly more powerful than this totally level sideways action. I feel a lot better coming down at a slight angle on this side. This feels very powerful. The further I turn this way, the less powerful it feels, with this being very unpowerful. I actually do not like this attack. It does not feel good to do. On a 2-handed weapon, this is very, very good, because this hand is no longer, it's just guiding it, and I'm unable to do this attack. This feels a good attack. The 2-handed weapon, with a 1-handed weapon, this rising cut on the weapon side does not feel good. This feels excellent, feels very good. This does not. It feels okay. This felt the best. I'm sorry, this felt the best. This felt great when we were just practicing in the air, but when I actually had to hit something, it didn't feel good anymore. It started to feel like it was out of control. If I was hitting a human-shaped thing, I wouldn't be making contact with the percussion point. The best part to hit on the stick is going to be around this area. And if I was hitting someone straight in front of me, it was going to be the very tip that's hitting. So a lot of that power wouldn't transfer very well. Or like if I was going for a groin shot, I guess this might work, but it's a very specific action. This to the ribs felt pretty good, but I also had to be about this tight. I could maybe get out to here, whereas something from here I could come fairly far. You can see the difference in the distance between that and that. The stick's in the same spot, that's where it felt good. So day 2 impressions. Sorry the video cut out. More videos to come.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this or any of our other content, please consider supporting us on Patreon. Your support allows us to keep creating shorts, fencing videos, and our major projects. When you support the team on Patreon, you get access to behind-the-scenes content, discounts on merch, opportunities to game the crew, and so much more. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay up to date with all the fun stuff Sellsword Arts is doing. You can even ring the bell if you really feel like it. You can also join the community Discord and chat with the crew and other cool people with similar interests. And if you don't agree with something that I've said in one of these videos, you can always fill out the duel request form and challenge me to a duel so you can prove your point. You can find our Patreon and Discord link in the description. Additional links are in our bio. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next video.